Isometric RPGs have always been a gateway to fascinating worlds, where the magic of exploration and choices blends with tactical combat and immersive storytelling. These games manage to capture the essence of the genre, offering a depth that goes beyond battles, with a richness of characters and stories that unfold with every decision you make. The isometric view provides a unique perspective, allowing you to have a strategic view of environments and situations, making each movement crucial. If you're a fan of engaging stories and tactical challenges, these games are perfect for you. I'm Jax, and if you're new here, welcome to the Play Hunters channel. I bring daily content so you don't miss a detail of the gaming universe. And if you can subscribe to help me grow, I'd be really happy, from one gamer to another. To start, let's talk about Divinity Original Sin 2, an isometric RPG that takes narrative and gameplay to the next level. You enter a world full of magic, politics, and mysteries, where every decision you make has a real impact on the story. The game puts you in the role of a sorcerer, someone with banned magical powers, on a journey to discover the fate of your land and fight against supernatural forces. The gameplay blends turn-based combat with a strong emphasis on freedom of choice. You can customize your character in various ways, with different skills and classes that combine uniquely. The combat system requires strategy, where positioning and using the environment to your advantage can change the course of battle. The game is full of secrets and quests that vary depending on the choices you make, creating a sense of immersion and flexibility. The journey unfolds in a way that each choice carries weight and can alter the course of events. The characters, with their stories and dilemmas, are well built and make each dialogue meaningful. Interactions with the environment also influence the course of the adventure, with creative solutions to obstacles and challenges. The graphics are vibrant and detailed, creating a vast and dynamic world for you to explore and experience the story. In second place, we have Wasteland 3, a tactical combat RPG set in a post-apocalyptic future. The game follows a group of rangers who must deal with the aftermath of a nuclear war and restore order in a devastated world. The story is full of tough choices and unpredictable consequences, where the decisions made throughout the journey directly affect the development of the plot. The atmosphere is dark, but with touches of dark humor that balance the tension of the story. The gameplay focuses on turn-based combat, where each action must be carefully planned. You can customize your characters with skills and attributes that shape how you face enemies and solve problems. The combat system is challenging, with tactics involving cover, varied weapons, and special abilities. The areas for exploration are vast and full of secrets, with side missions that further expand the journey. Interaction with the world and characters is a key part of the game, as your choices affect the story and even relationships with other characters. Morality is explored deeply, with decisions that can have long-lasting impacts. The world design, with its frozen cities and desolate landscapes, reinforces the feeling of a devastated future. The character building and dialogue options create a rich, immersive adventure that makes you reflect on every choice you make. In third place, we have Disco Elysium, a game where you play as an amnesiac detective trying to solve a murder in a city full of mysteries. As you progress, you are confronted with tough decisions that shape not only the course of the story, but also the character's personality. The narrative is dense and engaging, full of rich dialogues and fascinating characters that make every conversation significant. The gameplay revolves around interactions and investigations, without the traditional use of combat. Instead, you test your skills through dialogues and decision-making, where your choices can directly affect the outcomes. The skill system is robust, allowing you to customize the character and decide how to approach problems, whether with logic, empathy, or force. The game's pace focuses on exploration and reflection, creating a unique experience. The dynamic between characters and how the world reacts to your decisions makes Disco Elysium a standout experience. Every dialogue and action you choose has a real impact, making each playthrough unique. The city where the game takes place is alive, with a dark atmosphere and full of details that make you feel part of its universe. The world design and the depth of the narrative come together, offering a journey that is both emotional and intellectual. In fourth place, we have Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, a game that places you at the center of an epic war between angels and demons. The story follows a group of heroes, each with their motivations and abilities, as they try to stop a demonic invasion in a world full of magic and mysteries. The narrative is captivating, with choices that directly affect the course of events and the fate of many. The missions are challenging and force you to reflect on the consequences of every action. The gameplay focuses on tactical combat, where you must plan your moves and wisely use your group's abilities. The class system is deep, allowing you to customize each character in a unique way. The game also offers a vast amount of dialogue options that impact both the story and relationships with other characters. Progression is done through collecting items, skills, and powers, allowing you to adapt to the growing challenges of the game. What really grabs you is the combination of an epic story and strategic combat. Every decision made during battles carries significant weight, and the construction of your army can change the course of the war. The world design is stunning, with a variety of environments from devastated battlefields to mystical, enchanted locations. The immersion in the game is guaranteed by the richness of the plot and the complexity of the choices you need to make. In fifth place, we have Tyranny, an RPG that places you in a world where evil has already won and now rules the land. You take on the role of an agent of the Empire, responsible for ensuring that orders are carried out while dealing with the resistance that threatens the stability. The story is unique because you're on the side of the winners, and your choices directly shape how the Empire is governed and how the world's inhabitants live. The gameplay focuses on narrative and choices, with turn-based tactical combat that requires strategic thinking. The dialogue system and interactions with characters are key, as your decisions affect the story and relationships with others. Character development is flexible, allowing you to customize your skills according to your playstyle. The choices you make have a profound impact on the course of the story and the development of the world. Every decision can alter how factions and characters react to you, creating a unique experience with each playthrough. The different story branches make the gameplay unpredictable and intriguing, with consequences that extend over time. The world design, with its various realms and factions, reinforces the feeling of a world in constant conflict, where your presence is decisive. In sixth place, we have Pillars of Eternity 2, an RPG that takes you on an epic adventure across seas and unknown islands. The story follows a hero searching for answers about a mystery involving gods and lost souls. The plot unfolds with complex choices, where decisions made throughout the journey profoundly affect the destinies of characters and the world. The narrative is rich and deep, blending fantasy and politics, where alliances and betrayals shape the future. The gameplay focuses on tactical combat and exploration, with a battle system that requires strategic positioning and the intelligent use of skills. Each character has their own abilities, allowing for combat customization, as well as different dialogue options and moral choices. The game world is vast, with cities, islands, and dungeons to explore, offering a sense of freedom for the player. The design details are impressive, with each city and island having its own identity and history. The combat system is dynamic, allowing combinations of attacks and skills that bring variety to battles. The world building is dense, with each place visited bringing new cultures, religions, and characters with their own motivations. The choices you make in dialogues and quests have significant weight, shaping events as the game progresses. In seventh place, we have Shadowrun Trilogy, a collection of tactical RPGs set in a dystopian world where magic and technology coexist. You control mercenary groups carrying out dirty jobs for powerful corporations. The narrative is engaging, exploring corruption, power, and the impacts of technology on the future. Each game in the trilogy brings new challenges and twists in the story, keeping the tension high with each step. The gameplay is focused on turn-based tactical combat, where strategic planning is essential. Each character has unique abilities, and you can customize them as you progress. The combat system requires you to use the environment to your advantage, creating a more dynamic style of play. Additionally, dialogue options shape the development of the plot and influence your relationships with other characters. The game world is rich in details, with futuristic cities blending high technology and magic. The choices you make while interacting with the game's factions have a profound impact on the narrative. Each mission is designed to challenge both your combat skills and strategic decisions. The visual design, with its cyberpunk aesthetic, creates a unique and engaging atmosphere, bringing the Shadowrun universe to life in a memorable way. In eighth place, we have Gamedec, an adventure RPG where you play as a virtual detective investigating crimes within virtual reality worlds. The story involves complex mysteries and decisions that affect the course of events. As you progress, your choices directly impact the unfolding of the plot, with each dialogue being crucial. The game puts you in challenging situations, where the answers are not always simple. Each case is an opportunity to learn more about the world and its characters. The gameplay focuses on interactions and choices with a deep and dynamic dialogue system. There's no traditional combat, meaning each action depends on your investigative skills. You must analyze clues, talk to characters, and make strategic decisions to solve mysteries. The system allows for exploring different approaches, leading to varied outcomes. This keeps the narrative interesting, with multiple paths for the player to follow. The game lets you explore different virtual realities, each with its own rules and characteristics. The design of the environments is detailed, bringing to life a futuristic world full of possibilities. The choices you make shape not only the story, but also your relationships with characters, giving weight to every decision. The interaction with the world is fluid, offering a level of immersion that's rare in games of the genre. The ramifications of your actions are felt in the long term, making each playthrough unique. In ninth place, we have Baldur's Gate 3, an epic fantasy RPG that blends strategic combat with a rich, deep narrative. The story follows a group of heroes trying to contain a demonic invasion after being infected by a parasite. During the journey, you'll face moral dilemmas where each decision can change the course of the world. The plot is engaging and full of twists, keeping you on the edge of your seat, always eager to see what happens next. The gameplay centers around tactical combat, where each movement is crucial for success. The combat system is based on Dungeons & Dragons rules, requiring planning and strategy. The characters' classes and skills can be customized, allowing for different approaches to each situation. Exploration is also an important aspect, with various environments to discover and missions that further expand story. The choices you make during dialogues and missions have a huge impact on the world around you. Interactions with characters and factions alter the course of the narrative, providing different outcomes. The visual design is stunning, with richly detailed environments from vibrant cities to dark dungeons. The story adapts to your actions, creating a sense that your decisions shape the game's fate in meaningful ways. In 10th place, we have Mechanicus, a tactical RPG set in the Warhammer 40k universe. You take command of the Adeptus Mechanicus faction, tasked with exploring planets and uncovering ancient secrets. The plot revolves around missions to recover powerful artifacts and confront cosmic threats. The story is engaging, with decisions that affect the progress of the faction and its relations with other forces in the universe. The gameplay focuses on turn-based battles, where each unit and ability must be used strategically. The combat system is challenging, requiring constant adaptation of tactics as enemies grow stronger throughout the game. You can customize your units, choosing skills and equipment that directly impact combat. Decisions made during missions also affect the story and the outcomes of battles. Exploration in the game is focused on venturing into the unknown and unraveling mysteries. The map design is well-crafted, with varied environments from ancient ruins to places full of advanced technology. The choices you make when interacting with allies and enemies influence the development of the faction, offering different approaches. The Warhammer 40k universe is faithfully captured, creating a tense atmosphere full of conflict. In 11th place, we have King's Bounty 2, a tactical RPG that combines exploration, combat, and immersive storytelling. The game takes place in a kingdom torn apart by intrigue and supernatural threats, and you must help restore order while facing powerful creatures and factions. The story is centered on deep characters and difficult choices that shape the future of the kingdom. Main and side quests are intertwined, offering a rich plot full of twists and turns. The gameplay focuses on turn-based tactical combat, where positioning and strategic use of units are crucial. The combat system offers various classes and abilities, allowing you to adapt your army to your playstyle. Additionally, world exploration is filled with discoveries, with cities and villages that hold their own secrets. The balance between combat and narrative is well-crafted, keeping the game engaging. The design is vast, with detailed environments that include dense forests, ancient fortresses, and action-packed battlefields. Interaction with NPCs and the choices made in dialogues have a direct impact on the game's progression. The battles are challenging and require careful planning, as enemy forces vary in abilities and powers. The consequences of your actions can change the course of the story, creating a dynamic and unique journey. In 12th place, we have the Ascent, an action RPG set in a dystopian cyberpunk world. The story places you in the midst of a crisis when a megacorporation collapses, and you must survive in a city full of chaos and conspiracies. As you progress, the plot unfolds with twists, challenging you to uncover the mysteries behind the corporate downfall. The world is dark and full of intrigue, with complex characters that make you question loyalties. The gameplay focuses on dynamic combat, with fast-paced shooting and strategic use of skills and weapons. Progression is made through the customization of abilities and weapons, allowing for adaptation to your preferred combat style. The city offers a vast area to explore, full of secrets and missions that increase immersion. Interaction with the environment is fluid, with each new area offering new challenges. The areas of the game vary from dense urban spaces to hidden and mysterious locations, with impressive visual design that conveys a futuristic, vibrant world. The choices made during missions influence the story's course and relationships with other factions. The pace is fast, with challenging battles and moments of tension, as you navigate a city controlled by corporations and full of danger. In 13th place, we have Hard West 2, a tactical RPG set in the Wild West with a supernatural twist. The story follows a group of outlaws who, after a failed robbery, find themselves trapped in a world full of ghosts and demonic pacts. The narrative is full of twists, where your allies and enemies are shaped by forces beyond understanding. The plot is engaging, mixing Western elements with supernatural themes, creating a unique atmosphere. The gameplay is centered around turn-based tactical combat, where positioning and strategic choices are essential for success. Each character has unique abilities, and you can customize them as you progress through missions. The combat system requires quick thinking, as enemies vary and their tactics change with each new phase. The game also offers plenty of exploration, with various areas and side missions that deepen the storyline. The game mechanics complement the dark world of Hard West 2. Each battle is tense, with the opportunity to explore the environment to your advantage and use the scenery to gain an edge. The world design is detailed, with a mix of wild landscapes and decaying towns, perfectly capturing the essence of an apocalyptic Wild West. The narrative and gameplay come together to create a journey where each decision can mean the difference between life and death. In 14th place, we have Weird West, an action RPG that blends the Wild West with supernatural and fantasy elements. The story follows a group of characters, each with their own journey, as they try to survive in a wild, mystery-filled world. The plot is intriguing, with multiple branches and choices that affect the course of events. Each new character offers a unique perspective on the same world, allowing for exploration of different facets of this dangerous land. The gameplay mixes real-time combat with tactical elements, where each action has consequences. The game offers a choice system that can alter the course of the story, with side missions interwoven with the main plot. You can customize your characters with different skills and equipment, allowing for a flexible approach to each situation. Exploration is essential, with vast and challenging areas to discover. The world is richly detailed, with environments ranging from abandoned villages to mysterious forests. Interaction with the environment is constant, with many elements that can be used to your advantage, such as traps and ambushes. The game's design combines the dark Western style with the surrealism of its creatures and mysteries. Every decision you make affects the fate of the characters and the dynamics of the world, creating a unique and surprising journey. In 15th place, we have Rebel Cops, a tactical RPG where you lead a group of rebel cops in a city dominated by corruption and violence. The story follows these characters as they attempt to overthrow a corrupt regime and fight against oppressive forces. The narrative is compelling, with difficult choices and situations where morality is constantly questioned. The story challenges you to think about what's right and wrong in a lawless world. The gameplay is based on turn-based tactical combat, where planning and positioning are essential for success. Each mission requires you to use your character's skills and resources strategically. The stealth system is important, allowing for sneaky approaches to avoid direct confrontations. The choices you make during missions can affect your relationship with allies and the progress of the game. The atmosphere is dark and filled with tension, with a decaying urban world and a constant struggle for survival. Each mission brings new challenges, with enemies becoming increasingly difficult and areas requiring quick thinking. The game's design offers a unique visual style, with detailed environments and a color palette that reinforces the atmosphere of oppression. Every decision you make can alter the game's dynamics, creating a unique experience with every playthrough. In 16th place, we have the Dungeon of Naheulbeuk, the Amulet of Chaos, a tactical RPG with humor, where a group of mismatched heroes embarks on a journey to recover a lost amulet. The plot is lighthearted, filled with jokes and hilarious situations that blend fantasy with comedy. Each character has their own flaws and skills, which adds a fun twist to the missions. The narrative mixes action-packed moments with funny dialogues and absurd situations. The gameplay focuses on turn-based tactical combat, where you must use each character's unique abilities to defeat enemies and solve puzzles. The combat system is accessible yet challenging, requiring you to plan each move and choose your actions wisely. The game also features character progression, allowing you to upgrade their skills and make them stronger for upcoming challenges. The world design is charming, with a fantasy atmosphere that matches the game's comedic tone. The dungeons and environments are varied, full of quirky enemies and traps. Interacting with the characters is fun, as each one brings something unique to the group. The humor shines through in the characters' everyday situations, offering a lighthearted and enjoyable experience that goes beyond just combat and exploration. In 17th place, we have Circus Electrique, a tactical RPG set in a unique steampunk world, where a circus comes to life amid a city full of mysteries. The story follows a group of characters who must uncover what's behind the bizarre events involving the circus performers. The plot mixes fantasy and mystery, with an engaging narrative full of surprises. As you progress, the secrets of both the circus and the city slowly unfold. The gameplay is based on tactical combat, where positioning and attack strategies are key. You command a group of performers, each with unique abilities, to face enemies and solve mysteries. Progression happens through missions that range from direct combat to challenges requiring clever thinking. The game also offers a character customization system, allowing you to improve their skills and equipment as you go. The world design in Circus Electrique is vibrant and immersive, with detailed steampunk settings that blend Victorian beauty with fantastic elements. Interacting with the environment is crucial, as the areas around the circus have their own secrets and stories. The atmosphere is enhanced by the visuals and the music, which capture the essence of a world filled with magic and mystery. Each mission challenges you to think creatively to overcome obstacles and unravel the circus mysteries. In 18th place, we have Jagged Alliance 3, a tactical RPG where you lead a team of mercenaries on a rescue mission in a crisis-stricken nation. The plot is dense, with political and military intrigue that demands quick and impactful decisions. Each mission brings its own challenges, from rescues to strategic attacks. The narrative is full of twists, with deep characters who become allies or enemies as you progress. The gameplay focuses on turn-based tactical combat, where every move needs to be carefully planned. Your team has unique skills, and combining them is essential to success. Progression involves improving the mercenaries' abilities, as well as managing resources and supplies to ensure survival. The game mixes strategy, action, and team management, creating a constant dynamic of challenges. The battlefield is not just about combat, but also about smart choices. Each area offers a different approach, whether through stealthy attacks or direct confrontation. The consequences of your actions may be immediate or extend through several missions, making every decision significant. Interaction with the world and characters creates a tense and suspenseful atmosphere, where nothing is guaranteed until the mission is complete. A game that couldn't be left out is Diablo IV, which returns to the dark roots of the series, bringing a world devastated by demons and infernal creatures. You traverse vast, corrupted lands, fighting to prevent the forces of evil from taking over the universe. The story is filled with mysteries and revenge, where morality and the character's fate are constantly at stake. With an engaging narrative, the game takes you on an epic journey full of challenges and twists. The gameplay is fluid and intense, with fast-paced, adrenaline-filled combat. Each class has its own skills and powers, allowing for detailed customization of your combat style. Exploration is key, with many places to discover, such as treacherous dungeons and ruined villages. Loot is a central element, rewarding your efforts with powerful weapons and items that transform the battle. The world design is stunning, with environments ranging from desolate landscapes to dark and threatening underground settings. The game's atmosphere is thick with tension, reinforced by the music and sound effects that create a heavy mood. Interaction with the environment is constant, whether you're facing enemies or uncovering the secrets of the world. Diablo IV offers a journey full of action and intense moments, keeping the pace fast and rewarding with each new stage. Continuing, we have Path of Exile 2, which takes you to a dark fantasy world where you must face monsters and explore dungeons while developing your character. The story delves into the consequences of the first game, bringing new threats and alliances to the battle. The narrative is deep, with choices that shape the future and challenge you to question your actions. The gameplay retains the fast and frantic combat formula, but with many improvements and new mechanics. The skill system is expanded, offering more customization and creating a sense of freedom in the battles. Progression happens through a detailed skill tree, with many options to tailor your character to your combat style. The game also features new maps and areas to explore, keeping the gameplay fresh. The areas are diverse, with settings ranging from dense forests to ancient ruins. The dark atmosphere and meticulously designed levels make exploration captivating. The missions and enemy encounters are challenging, requiring strategy and skill to overcome. The loot system is rewarding, with rare and powerful items that can transform how you play and face the challenges of the world. In 21st place, we have Batora, Lost Haven, an action RPG where you explore distinct worlds and face cosmic threats. The story follows a young heroine who must make tough decisions to save the universe. Each choice made throughout her journey affects the course of the plot, creating a story filled with twists and moral dilemmas. The game blends elements of science fiction with themes of self-discovery and sacrifice. The gameplay focuses on dynamic combat, with quick mechanics for both melee attacks and magical powers. The system allows you to switch between abilities and weapons depending on the situation. As you progress, you can customize the protagonist's combat style, unlocking new skills. Exploring different planets and environments adds variety to the gameplay, with each setting presenting new challenges. The journey is shaped by choices made during dialogues and missions, which influence the fate of the heroine and those around her. Interactions with NPCs and factions guide the direction of the story. The world design is vibrant, with futuristic landscapes and stunning visual details. The balance between intense action and an engaging narrative keeps the game challenging and interesting from start to finish. In 22nd place, we have Infernax, an action RPG with a retro vibe, inspired by the classics of the 80s and 90s. The game puts you in the role of a knight seeking revenge and redemption, battling hordes of enemies and monsters in a corrupted world. The story is simple but effective, revolving around moral choices and consequences that shape the course of your journey. The dark and challenging tone pulls you into every combat and mission. The gameplay is fast-paced and punishing, featuring both melee and range combat, requiring precision and patience. The progression system allows you to upgrade your skills, weapons, and equipment as you move through the campaign. Infernax offers an open world, with hidden locations and challenges that reward exploration. The area design is detailed, with dark environments full of enemies, creating a constant sense of danger. The game uses pixel art aesthetics that call back to classic games, with simple but effective animations. Exploring dungeons and searching for secrets become more engaging as new threats appear around every corner. The choices you make during the journey can influence the world, altering the course of the story. The difficulty in Infernax is high, ensuring that each victory feels meaningful and rewarding after overcoming each new challenge. Let me know which of these games you had the chance to play. Did any of them catch your interest and leave you wanting to play? Feel free to share in the comments any game you think should have made the list but didn't. If you can, subscribe to the channel to help me grow and never be uncertain about what to play again. I've left a video card with 20 unique games that break from the traditional and are worth every second of gameplay. Just click to watch. Big hug, happy gaming, and see you tomorrow